So in my work, I really try to transport my viewer back to being trackside again. I really would like people to be able to look at the work, or those who have never even seen the car in person, and start a conversation about it. Almost like you can hear and smell and your eyes can follow the car, and just reliving the moment entirely. Motorsport isn't just about your front man, which is a driver, but it's really about the whole team, and it's about this amazing group of people that are here that enjoy cars that go fast, but even more so, enjoy the company of each other.
I do a lot of that. What do you have?
I have a Ferrari F8 and I have a Portofino and I have
Oh, okay, yeah. So you have a few things. I'll say red is one of my favorite colors to paint, and Ferrari's red especially.
I was going to USF, I was doing the pre-med stuff, and I would be sitting in class doodling on paper to help me retain information while I was taking notes, and my classmates would come up to me and say, "What are you doing here? Why don't you go do your art full time?" Because we're told, no, you're never gonna be able to make a living doing this.
If you're walking around delivering what's going on out there, the artist of the official merchandise is in the house, Sam Zimmermann, and she is signing autographs.
So I did that for a while and just decided it wasn't for me, which is fine. Actually, I was a tattoo artist for a couple years, so I started a tattoo apprenticeship and finished out with my BA in printmaking, not painting. My mentor at the time, Steve, really gave me a space to be comfortable in, just sort of taking that wall down brick by brick to see that it's totally feasible to make a living as an artist. I think that that was really the first big moment that I thought to myself, we can do this. We can totally do this. And things with the painting start picking up big time. And I started getting commissions. I worked with Carlos de Quesada, who has the Whittington Brothers 935. I have a couple collectors out in California that have picked up a painting or two for me. I'm like, this is, you know, more commissions coming in. This is starting to be a thing. I think that this might be a real option. And it just got to a point where the painting started to get so busy and the tattooing was so busy. I would be working in the tattoo studio and I would be painting if I wasn't working. Come home from the studio, be painting until 2 in the morning, and it was a grind like that for about 2 years. And I didn't think, even at that point, I didn't think that I was gonna do my art full time. I'll go back to Ron Swanson, and I had to think to myself, like, don't half-ass 2 things, whole-ass 1 thing. It was a really bittersweet decision, and I said, let me at least give it 6 months to where I just dedicate full time to this and see what happens. It's been over a year, and here we are still.
Do what?
Wayne Estes approached me and he saw my poster that I did last year just on my own volition, gave me a call. He says, "Hey, this is Wayne Estes from Sebring International Raceway." "Oh, okay." Says, "I saw the poster you did last year." I'm like, oh shit, like, oh no. I'm like, I'm gonna either have a really bad phone call and get a cease and desist, or this is gonna be a really good phone call. Says, "I'm gonna sit down and talk to you about doing the poster for next year." Shocked, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, yes, like, where do you want to meet? Let's go to lunch. So I met with Wayne and John and Liz, who all work in conjunction with IMSA and with Sebring. Put a plan together, started spitballing for a little bit, and 6 months later, now on the cover of the program, and it's a poster, it's on the billboards. It's just, they've been too good to me. Yeah. So this is a new hospitality area called the Officers Club. This used to be what they think was an officer's barracks when this was an army base during World War II. Sebring was initially used by them to do training on the B-17 and one other bomber. They've refurbished this entire barracks and they've turned it into this new hospitality area, and Wayne got in touch with me, says, well, we have this officers club that we're renovating. We would love to do some pictures from the original photos from when it was Hendricks Field. Sent me all these pictures and had me do charcoal drawings of them. Actually, there's an empty frame behind me. That is the 5th charcoal drawing that I'll be finishing up for them this weekend to have on display here in the Officers Club. It's gone better than I expected it to, and I still pinch myself every day. It's dude, it's crazy. Like, I'm just super grateful for the opportunities. And it's been a lot of hard work. Michael and I literally lived in the basement of this lady who was doing heroin in Virginia. It's been a lot of late nights and a lot of hard work, and I've had a lot of really great support from Michael. I've had a lot of really great support recently from Sebring and from IMSA. It's a bit overwhelming at times, honestly, but if you had told me 10 years ago this is where I was gonna be, I would have said you were insane. And then doing the poster this year for Sebring is like, that's something I could have only ever dreamed of doing. I can't be more thankful or grateful for the opportunities that have come to fruition now, and it's just crazy to be here at this point.